Spark encapsulates our passion for exploring the vast unknown of unvoiced thoughts and ideas.
Every year on my birthday, my mom tells me the same story, how I came out of the womb singing. She must love me a lot to consider whatever that was singing, but the point is, I can say I've been singing my entire life. Growing up, I sang every single chance I could get, whether it was making up a song on a whim for my parents or performing in my elementary school's weekly show and tell. By 4th grade, the world had a lot coming for me, and music became my way of self-expression, even if it was through covers of cheesy pop songs. So, one day, I performed my usual a cappella cover of When I Was Your Man, except for this time, it was different, because after my performance, my 4th grade teacher, Ginny, asked to see me outside the classroom. Usually, when you get asked to come outside the classroom by a teacher, it means you're going to get a talking to. So little 9-year-old me was like, oh God, she hated my performance. But it was nothing like that. She got down low, so we were eye to eye. She started to tear up. She told me that I had a spark. She told me that it was special and to never let it go. That moment will always be seared into my memory because it sounds unbelievable, especially with the circumstance of today, but it really did happen, and I remember it for that reason. I don't know anything about Ginny's life, but I imagine that she knew what it was like to lose a spark. I imagine she saw something in me that she too once had. I didn't really understand what she was trying to get across until I entered middle school and the world began to gray around me. Sickness overtook the planet, and me, along with everyone else, became locked inside our home. I entered a depressive episode with many of my peers, and when lockdown ended, things did not go back to normal for me. From 7th to 9th grade, I was not the same person I had been before. I started writing really dark songs that embodied my internal struggles, and performing was no longer a joy for me, but if anything, it was a call for help. My spark was gone. I lost my friends, I lost my identity, and I lost my passion. The summer into sophomore year felt cold, and every day I dreaded coming to Laguna Blanca and switching schools. I was terrified of knowing nobody and being so lost within myself to begin with. When September rolled around, it took me months to find my people. But one day, in late November, a girl in my class asked if I wanted to go to Chipotle after school with some other girls, and I said yes, of course. Ever since then, I had started spending time with that small group of girls every weekend until it expanded to the perfect 5. Every day I felt more alive, less alone, and colors started to seep back into my life. By the time summer came around, the sky was bright, the air was warm, and I had the friend group I had always wanted. I found myself laughing like I did 4 years earlier in 6th grade, and I started to remember who I really was. What I learned through the whole process of losing my spark and finding it again was that the point of my music wasn't only to connect with my community, but connecting with my community is what made my music. Throughout my life, my songwriting has reflected how I feel, and to see it come from a place of loss and heartbreak and sorrow to a place of hope and positivity, even through those same struggles, shows truly how much my community made a difference in my life. These girls were the people that forced the light out of me, the light that I was afraid to face, the light that felt so far away that I had completely forgotten about it, the light that was unrecognizable. I know that this just seems like a story, but these girls brought me back to life. So today, I want to thank the 5 of you in the audience. I want to thank every connection I made at Laguna Blanca, whether it was a peer inviting me in when I was new to Laguna and knew nobody, or a teacher that taught me how to see the world in a new way. Thank you for helping me rediscover my spark. So now I'm going to sing a couple original songs. This first one I wrote, I want to say, a couple years ago. And the name is Agatha Cacological Child. Does anybody know what Agatha Cacological means? I don't blame you. I don't even think it's an actual word in the dictionary, and I don't remember how I came across it, but it means composed of both good and evil.
A lemon drop never tasted so sour on my tongue. The flavor reminds me of my uncle's house when I was young, when my cousin wasn't born yet. A silhouette of an ancient figure, my own mind was my only trigger, freaking my family out, though I don't remember all the yelling in the mirror. Apparently it was the red hot demons that got in my mind and wouldn't stop screaming, waking up my papa almost every evening after 10 p.m. Never catch him sleeping. At 6 a.m. I jump out of my body, play games on the iPad, thinking I was so naughty. Kept a few secrets that later taught me that not all my issues could be solved by mommy. Got off of it when I was 3, had a full-blown party that was just for me. Started to learn how to write and read, but I hated those things. I just wanted to sing, sing. I was always told I was filled with love, had a big old heart, that it held a lot, that I brought a light only I could bring, that I flourished amongst all the magical things. Now I'm growing up, feels like I'm blooming. Sometimes the sun gets rough and forgets something's how my flower will wilt if it shines too bright, and I'll hurt myself if I put up that fight. I don't wanna fight. Can we get through the night and just try? But it hurts, try, just fly. But I'm scared of heights, just cry. All we do is cry.
Thank you. This next one I wrote this summer, and I know that it's still kind of early, but I was wondering if you guys could help me out for the last chorus. There's 3 choruses in the song, so keep that in mind, and you'll know it's super obvious what is the chorus because it's only one word repeating. And on the last chorus, I'm going to drop out, and I want you guys to fill in for me. So please show up. I'd really appreciate that.
It hasn't been organic, a mean the way it came, since before I was pragmatic and pregnant with shame. Laughing at the past feels like laughing with you in my bed at night, barely June, temporary in an empty room. Going ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Now I can't sleep. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. I talk like you. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Ooh. Going ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Now I talk like you. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. But I'm leaving soon. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. I get in my head, forget the things you never said. Nothing makes sense until it's dead. I never really needed you. I'm gone now and I'm grieving you. You're my little box of coins and tools I never got to put to use. Honeysuckle in the light of my bedside lamp, warm and bright. Sorry that my uncle died. Didn't say much, but that's alright. Just went ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Now I can't sleep. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. On your body heat. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. You take the bed, I go lay on the couch instead. Realize you live in my head. Going. Now I talk like you. Now I talk like you. Now I talk like you. You.